and Bob currently resides at Morningside Gardens. So it's my pleasure to introduce Morningside Garden.
And so I was asked to talk about some of my experiences in how the present structure came about, how the present structure. Three muses, three phenomenal women. Elizabeth Parmalee, Ellen Hertz, Sylvia Friedman. They knew I had a flexible work schedule. They must have put out a spy network. They also knew I had wheels. I had a car. They didn't, so I could drive them around, right? And they must have known that I would be a pushover for intelligent, competent, dedicated, beautiful women. Three very special women. Not famous, but truly phenomenal. So Elizabeth, Ellen, Sylvia, and I went on quadruple dates, would you call it that? We began research and travel, trying to gather information on programs for the aging. We visited all sorts of programs and organizations and institutions. My recollection is it was about 2.5 to 3 years of research and travel that we did together. We discovered that there were no established programs which were good models for Morningside. For example, some programs said, oh yes, you can get funding, but you must serve one congregate hot meal a day to all of your participants. Well, we brought that idea back and people said, what, me eat institutional food? You gotta be out of your mind. But they were the ones with the expertise. They were the ones with the knowledge. Elizabeth had been the headmistress of the Calhoun School. Ellen was a trained professional social worker. Sylvia had run academic departments at Columbia. They were the truly great. And so another poem, Stephen Spender. I think continually of those who were truly great, who from the womb remembered the soul's history through corridors of light, where the hours are suns, endless and singing.
Hello, everybody. Most of you know me. Good afternoon. If you don't know me, my name is Melinda Moore, and I know a lot of you through the flea market. I know some of you through development committee or program committee, or just building one neighbor. And I've been involved with MRHS as volunteer since I moved to the gardens when I was, just a mere 40. Following in Dana's footsteps, who always told me, she said, you know, I joined MRHS long before I was actually a senior. What I'm here today to talk to you about is we're here to recognize the members of our Legacy Society. Now, the Development Committee, under Rita Pulliam, who's now our president, has really taken off in the last year or two, thanks to Rita and her efforts to broaden our outreach to the Morningside Garden community. Now, she did this in sort of traditional ways through the annual appeal, and also in exciting new ways, like many of us attended and really enjoyed the wine tasting. But she also got us as a Development Committee to start thinking about some things that we hadn't hadn't paid attention to in a long time, and one of those was the Legacy Society, which was sort of languishing. And today we're here to acknowledge the members of the Legacy Society, and we also want to take just a few minutes to invite you to join them. Now, I know that I'm preaching to the choir here. You are all here today because you are the givers. You give of your time, you give of your talents, and many of you give financially as well. But the Legacy Society is just another because Lydia is our newest Legacy Society member, also the co-chair of the Development Committee for this coming year. Thank you.
And I began to think about the importance that MRHS has played in my life. And that led me to thinking about the various activities that I have been involved in.